Well, look what I can see. He's finally put the sold sign on. Now that's only happened since the sale of my apartment has become unconditional, so he certainly waited a long time to put that sold sticker on, and now it's official. My settlement date now is the 21st of May, so it's only 1 week prior to me actually taking possession of my house. So everything's changed quite a bit, and I've paid for an Airbnb place up in Trinity Beach, $1.5 grand for that for a month. As it turned out, I didn't need to do that, but I'm actually quite happy to leave here next Wednesday and move into the Trinity Beach place. In any case, looks like I'm going to get hit with a bit of rain soon, looking rather threatening. Nowhere near as bad as the other day though. It's actually reasonably dry right now, so I shouldn't have to walk through a swamp to get to the supermarket. I just wanted to pick up some more cheap gin if they've still got it in stock, because it was only $39 for the Beefeater. A very good price, same as they charge at Murphy's, but I don't have to take the bus. I just checked out Lynette's place. It looks quite good. Needs a bit of work downstairs. She's freaking out about how much work's required, but I think most of it's cosmetic and it won't be a big deal. She's got a handyman there. She's still not sure whether she wants to work with this guy, because apparently he sort of switches from one job to another a bit, and they're not sure what his efficiencies are like, so they may not just test the waters with him next I think he's coming in on Monday, I'm not sure, but they're going to give him half a day's just work and see how he shapes up. But they've got their doubts, so she's still looking for a decent tradie, and said it's really hard to find people. Mind you, she hasn't got around to ringing up Adam. I don't know, I gave his number today. I hope she does contact him, because I've never had a problem with Adam, and she can do a few of the jobs that she needs done, but seems to be a bit reluctant to do that right now. But it's up to her. It's her place. She does what she wants. But she's got very nice upstairs though. Very nice kitchen. Great balcony. It's on a main road. A little busy for my liking, but they don't seem to care, and they're the ones who are going to live there, so that's good. So it's in a really good area though. We drove down the road towards Edgehill. It's beautiful down that direction, and they've got the really nice pub down the road, which is the bowling club. It's really good, so it's a great area. I'm just going to get some documents printed off for the conveyancer. Always more bureaucracy involved with all this stuff, and also try to pick up that gin, see how I go. It's starting to spit quite heavily, so I'll put the GoPro back in my pocket, and we'll see how it pans out. I might get quite soaked. I've got to wait around here for 10 minutes just outside the ANZ branch over there, because I've got an appointment at 1 o'clock to change cards, because the card I have at the moment, which is the ANZ Platinum, has a minimum limit of 6,000. And I need to get it down to 2, so I've got to swap cards, go to a card that doesn't provide the free travel insurance, which is obviously useless at the moment, so you can't get out of the country, and then I'll switch over to another card, and I'll be able to transfer the balance across, and it only costs $30 annually. So it means I'll probably have to learn a new credit card number, because I've had this one for years. For maybe 2 decades or so. So I know the number backwards, but I assume I'll be getting a new credit card number, which is a bit of a drag. But I can't get the housing loan with CommBank unless I get my balance down to $2 grand, and it's impossible on the current card. Now I did this online, asked for a reduction in the credit limit, and you'd think they'd have an automatic system identifying the fact that I have a card which is that you're not able to do that with, but nothing, no auto message, nothing. I hadn't heard back from them. Thank God I went to the branch today to get this sorted, otherwise I'd be stuffed. So not impressed. I mean, all this technology but they can't, for some reason, set it up like it can actually detect from the card number what type of card you've got and just give you the basic information. I mean, as soon as I put 2000 in, it should have created an alert. Unbelievable this day and age, really more. But I don't really feel comfortable banking with ANZ anyway. I think the only reason I'm with ANZ is because I had a job with them, and I think they required you have to have an ANZ account to pay into, which I think would probably be illegal, but that's what they did. I may be wrong there. It sounded suspicious because I don't think, just because you work for a particular company, I don't think they should be allowed to dictate where you bank with. But anyway, that's how it used to be. Maybe it's changed. It was a long time ago. It's probably about 30 years ago, I think I worked there. I don't know. I can't remember. Long time ago in Melbourne CBD. So, but now I've got an appointment with Porsche at the local ANZ branch, and we're going to get myself a new card. So that'll be good. And if they can, I hope they've got some documentation that can actually just confirm that. What I can do is I can take, if I do get something like that in writing from them, I can do a scan at Officeworks and then send it through to CommBank here, and then I'll be ready for the loan. I think there's no rush because I'm not going to be settling until the 28th of next month on the house, but best to get things done earlier rather than later. And there's a couple of public holidays coming up, so yeah, might as well get things out of the way, I reckon. I wouldn't want to have a last minute panic. The worst. So I'm just waiting inside the shopping mall until 1 o'clock comes around, and I'll head back to into the ANZ and get this sorted. Well, that was a saga. I just spent an hour in the bank because what I had to do was, I think I mentioned that just before, I got to actually get a new credit card, and it wasn't that simple a task. The main problem was that the internal phone system in ANZ sucks big time. Well, so does the external one for that matter. They're just understaffed the buggery. And I kid you not, Portia, the girl who was attending to my inquiry, just getting the new credit card, she was on the phone to the head office in Melbourne waiting for over 25 minutes just to get through to the section. And presumably that was faster than if you're in the general public and the external line. Presumably that's a speedier way of getting information, but I don't know. It just actually took forever to get the information from her, and I just had to sign a form, and I'm going to have to wait a week or so before things will be activated. They're going to cancel the old card and issue me with a new one, which has got a cheaper annual fee. It's only $30 compared to the, I think it's 87 I'm paying for the other card, and I'm not using the facilities because I don't. Travel insurance is absolutely a waste of time at the moment. But it's apparently in 14, I presume, business days, the current card I've got will expire automatically, but the new one should come out in 10 business days. Should receive the new card. Apparently it definitely takes that long to get the card from Melbourne up here, according to Porsche. Yeah, I know that the mail up here is pretty slow, so it's well within the time frame I've got, because the settlement's 28th of next month for the house purchase, so I've got plenty of time. It's always good to get this stuff out of the way early, I feel, because I never expected this to occur. I never knew that I'd have a problem reducing the limit on my card down to 2, but I can't do it with this particular card. It's just not possible, so I've got to get a whole new one. So that's definitely from left field, and has changed the time frames for me, but still shouldn't be an issue. Oh boy, buying and selling a house, yes, there's lots of things to consider. It's not as simple as it might seem, and it's probably just going to get more complex as time goes on, as more regulations are brought in and bureaucracy is added. it may be just too in the too hard basket in the future. You know, I suspect that the people now will be less likely to rent properties because it's so difficult to evict tenants. If you have no control over that, it makes it a pretty hard way to make a buck. If you're lucky, you have good tenants. I've had good tenants myself. I haven't had any problems. But if things are really bad, if you've got tenants who are destroying your house, for instance, or making life hell for neighbours and what have you, you know, you need to have some redress. And the legislation now, it used to be bad for tenants. They used to get the short end of the stick. Now they've got more power than they've overcompensated, I think. Landlords have got very little power, and there's a happy medium somewhere in the middle, I think. But anyway, luckily I'm not renting to anybody. I wouldn't want to. I think there'd be just too many things to worry about. I knew someone that had problems with tenants. They had a rental property and it definitely went sour for them. So it's not that rare. Like I say, I think I was just lucky when I rented my place out. So just a cautionary tale. Keep life simple, I reckon, if you can. Saw my GP actually in Cairns Central. He didn't seem that friendly. I don't know what. Oh, he sort of acknowledged me, but that's all. Yeah, I thought I got on better with him than maybe I actually did. Oh well, these things happen. Well, I'm going to be seeing a local GP up in the beaches from now on anyway, just because of the logistics of it. So yes, a whole change in many things, and lots of projects are going to be on the boil regarding house renovations fairly soon. So anyway, the girl from ANZ was quite nice, but I think ANZ themselves, they really need to take a hard look at themselves with the way they've got their customer service set up on the phones in any case. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great.